Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Got Gator Unleashed here coming at you. Glad you guys could drop in. We're set here on March the 31st, Thursday. Friday coming up, going to be April Fool's Day. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun at work. Got some things here with ammo. I found a deal at Walmart. I'm always doing this Walmart ammo stuff. But there's several things I want to bring across, try to get across here. This little video, and this is going to be a short video. I'm going to start with these shotgun shells I got. The cheapest shotgun shells I've been able to find here lately, the cheapest ones that they sell at Walmart, are $8.48 for a box of 25. They're always 7.5 or 8 shots. That's all they ever have. Winchester white box ammo. But it's okay ammo. It's great for shooting clay pigeons, or in my opinion, it's good to have for your home defense rounds in your shotgun. I don't think you, depending on where you live and what your situation is, everything's different. But for no shotgun laying around that you're going to grab if somebody breaks in on you and tries to rob you or kill you or something, I personally think that the low brass 7.5 or 8 shot is or whatever, any low brass 7.5 or 8 especially, I think they're great. I think it's absolutely great home defense ammo. And having said that, I'm always at Walmart looking around. Every time I go in, I go check. I got this 100 round value box the day before yesterday. Haven't had a chance to do a video on it. But this is 7.5 shot, which I like much better than 8. They'll do about the same thing though, really, but I just think this is a lot better if you're shooting clay pigeons especially. But this 100 round box was $26.46 tax and all out the door at London, Kentucky Walmart. That is the cheapest possible 100 rounds of shotgun shells you're going to find today. If you find any shotgun shells at a store cheaper than that, please share it. I would love to know where at, what you're coming up with. Because I don't think you're going to be able to find any cheaper. Walmart's they just can't compete with them. So I wanted to let you guys in on that and watch for those. If you like to shoot clay pigeons and things, and you could actually, you could do some hunting with them, I guess. I don't know if you shot a squirrel with that. It would be, I think I might have when I was little, but I wouldn't recommend it. If you could get some 6 shot or 5 shot, you'd be much better off for squirrel hunting or something. But anyway, I just wanted to touch on the price of that. You can still get the 100 round value boxes of Winchester at Walmart, but it's like $34 now. It's almost $10 more than this stuff, and I have fired that stuff, and it seems to work fine. I've went through 2 or 3 boxes and never had an issue, so I don't think it would cause you any problem. I would recommend to clean your shotgun with whatever ammo you shoot. When you come home, it's not a big deal. Check your shotgun and make sure it's unloaded. The most basic, simple things is what always causes the most problems in this old life. Almost always. So check that shotgun and then check it again. Assume it's loaded until you just absolutely are blue in the face. And clean your shotgun, and that'll make you feel better, and your shotgun will appreciate it. You may not see no effects of not cleaning your shotgun or any of your firearms for a long time, and they're really good. Most ammunition's pretty clean today, but clean your shotgun and you'll have a longer, happier relationship with it, I promise. I want to touch on, I had some people ask me some questions about what I recommend as far as hollow points and things of that nature, and I really am not for recommending. I don't like to try to tell other people what to do or what to use. You have to. Everybody has to do their own thing. I will, however, gladly share anything that I have experienced myself, or I'll do anything I can to help. I think everybody should be. I think everybody should be armed legally. I think everybody should do any kind of class they can to conceal carry. Everything you can do to be educated and have the right frame of mind about what's involved in carrying a weapon on your side. There's no greater responsibility, I don't think, other than raising children, I guess. It's really high up the list of responsible things that you've got to take care of. And the more you know, the better. But I'm an old Kentucky boy. I'm not no expert on any of this stuff. I don't claim to be a marksman or a master gunsmith or anything. I'm just somebody I'm 51 years old. My entire life I have been around uh, pistols and rifles, and I've uh, had an old single shot shotgun when I was just barely big enough to pack it. Uh, just grew up with it. My dad had to run a gun shop. He still does. He's 72 and he's still got a gun shop. So you learn, you pick up, and you see a lot of things through all that, but I've mastered nothing. But as far as several of my videos recently, and I want to in all of them, I've touched on the potential problems of over penetration, especially if you've got like a 9mm for your personal protection weapon, for your self-defense weapon. We don't want to be trying to defend ourselves and have a bullet go through the guy that's trying to cause us harm and hit somebody else, or that's. So I've recommended on my channel to always at least look into some hollow point ammunition. I've never really suggested what kind of hollow point. You've got to make sure you're going to feed it whatever you do find, and money is probably going to be a big factor in that, because hollow point ammo is very expensive right now. But I've really not had to buy any hollow point ammo, and I've got, back in the good old days when Walmart sold ammunition, it was not uncommon to find these 100-round value boxes of this Remington jacketed hollow point 115 grain ammo. And it's been too long. It's been at least a decade since I've bought any. You ain't been able to get it. Walmart doesn't sell this stuff anymore. I've touched on that in other videos, and I've also touched on how that harms people like me so much that like to go to the range and fire and find some deals on some hollow point ammo like this. Because if you go to a gun shop, I've not seen anything like this since Walmart quit selling ammo. All I ever see anymore in a jacketed hollow point ammunition is they'll have a 20-round box, and a lot of times they'll be like $40. That's what I have seen myself. And I really don't look at it much anymore, but I will pick it up. And I looked at some the other day, and I can't say for sure what the price was. I want to say it was $39.95, and I don't really know what brand it was. I don't remember, but I think it all works pretty good. It's all certainly better than if you're worried about over penetration, and I think myself that you should be. Any of it is going to do a better job. Excuse me. Any hollow point. Let's see. I'm trying to get where you can see this for the light. I guess that's better. Is going to serve the purpose better than these full metal jackets. This will go through. I mean, it's just going to go through. If you was to get in a situation where you had to shoot somebody, they was trying to kill you or harm you, whatever, this will go through them. And if there's somebody behind them that you may love them, they're going to be in trouble. They're going to get hit. Anything can still happen, but this stands a great chance of, rather than going through them, opening up and their body absorbing the full impact. Or even if you shoot and miss and hit a sheetrock wall or whatever, a sheetrock wall wouldn't stop that. But if you had a shot go into a wall, much better chance these hollow points are not going to go through and to hurt somebody on the other side versus these full metal jackets. So I try to get that thought. I try to promote that thought process on my videos, because, like I said many times, the simple things are what gets us. So I really haven't bought jacketed hollow point ammo. I did buy some for my little 380 recently, and it was, I can't remember, it was not much higher, but 380 ammo is higher than 9mm ammo anyway. It always has been. Even now, with the increased prices of ammo, it's still higher. And I want to say that this jacketed hollow point 380 ammo I bought was $39.95 for a box of 50. I'm going to say that's what it was at Center Target in London, Kentucky. A 380 is a pretty mean little round too. It's just a short 9, is all it is. But it will not penetrate like a 9. But I still like to carry a hollow point in it. And there is all kinds of things that goes into that. You could make it very complicated if you want to really get into numbers and research. And some people will say that like a 380 doesn't get enough velocity to, it doesn't hit hard enough to cause the end of the bullet to expand and even take advantage of it being a hollow point. Um, I've watched a lot of videos, and I don't believe that. I believe they'll open up. But I do also believe anything can happen. So you just can't be too careful. But I wanted to just kind of touch on that a little bit because I just wanted to clarify. I'm not trying to tell you what brand ammo to buy or anything. All I'm saying is think about the process or think about. I want to promote the thought process of over penetration and how terrible that can be if you get in a situation. You probably won't be in a situation, but I just can't overstress the importance of having good self-defense ammo versus range ammo. Just like I've said before in my videos, and this is all my opinion, all my thought, don't mean nothing's right. Everybody's got their own ideals on this stuff, but the range world is in no way familiar with your weapon you choose for personal protection. And like I said, I touch on that often. Personal protection is a very serious business. Oh, and it's as much about being able to effectively defend yourself if you have to. As much as it's about that, it's also about not bringing harm to anyone else that might be around whatever kind of situation was to develop. We as gun owners are always under the microscope. If we make a mistake, the media is going to pounce all over it. They're going to blow it out of proportion in every way possible. If it's something minor, and if it's something horrible, like say you was at the bank, and you had your weapon on your side, and somebody come in to rob the bank and stuck a gun in your face, and you had done everything at the range. You had practiced with your weapon to where you could draw it and fire it, and you just felt totally confident in your ability to throw lead the other way. So just imagine you grab that weapon and you fire at the bad guy with that gun in your face, and you successfully hit him. That bullet might go through him and hit the teller. It might go on through. It may go the other way and hit somebody else that's in the bank. And I'm just trying to give an example of why you want to look at every possible scenario. It's a bad world, and it's if we do something like that, it may harm. It may cause long-term problems for all gun owners down the road, because these politicians and these people, they're master manipulators. They can take a situation and make us look awful. Even if we do everything right, they could just make us look awful. Just like the guy, what was his name, Kyle Rittenhouse. They tried to destroy this young man, and he done everything he could do to keep from shooting those guys. He ran, and they said he was an out-of-stater, and people don't know. People don't go look. Yeah, he was 20 miles away from his home. His grandparents owned a gas station across the state line, and we'd been watching on TV for weeks these mobs going and just burning cities. So yeah, he went to defend his family's gas station, and they tried to kill him. That's the world we live in. But anyway, that's a whole can of worms there on its own. But it's a prime example of how these people that want to take our rights, and they have the media behind them 100%, and the media is very powerful, because these people in our society today, I've never seen people so easily manipulated, and I would almost say a lot of them. I almost say the majority of them are college educated people. They're just whatever they see, whatever the media puts on the news, they fall right in and they believe it 100%. Don't care what it is. Now you can go back to several years back, a decade ago, when let's see, George Zimmerman, I think was his name, and the little young guy, Trayvon Martin, maybe Trevor Martin. It was a tragedy. The day that happened, within an hour of it happening, the media had put a picture of that kid when he was an 8-year-old kid on there, and implied he was walking through the subdivision eating a bag of Skittles, and George Zimmerman attacked him and shot him and killed him. Right there. It's basically what the media said the first day. The breaking news. That was the breaking news, and it even had a picture of the Trayvon Martin as an 8-year-old kid. And buddy, people was ready to kill this Zimmerman dude. And once you get that first impression, once you have that first thought process, you can't change their minds. People in my family was wanting to go and hang this guy, Zimmerman. My aunts, I mean, these women seem a little more radical about this stuff. But after the days went on, and in just a matter of days, we realized that the kid was like a 6'1" or 2. Just a very athletic, capable young man. I think he was 16. And that he actually had attacked the Zimmerman and tried to take his gun. So when all the facts came out, Zimmerman was cleared, found not guilty of manslaughter, and served no time, nothing. The media didn't go back and apologize. The media didn't go back and say, well, you know, they didn't go back and say, we made this false narrative, we created this false narrative, and implied that he was an 8-year-old kid. They didn't do none of that. Damage was done. And that's way off topic here. But it does sort of tie together in how the media's narrative is just always wrong. They're always wrong. For the last 15 years, everything the media has told us has been wrong. It's been a bold-faced lie. So I don't know why anybody believes them on anything, and that includes Fox and these other, a lot of people think Fox is good, and I do like some of the Fox reporters, but the head honchos at Fox are just like the rest of them. They're completely owned by the people that own Joe Biden. No difference in them. They was in on the election still, just like the rest. Oh, excuse me. Another whole story right there. I hope I brought something to the channel that can promote some thought process. That's what I try to do, and I enjoy making these videos. I've said it before. I worked all day today, and I'm tired. We're going big on this channel. We're going to go big time. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Really, I just like to. My wife won't listen to me. She says I annoy her, so I just like to bring some things to the channel. I love firearms. I love going to the range and shooting. I like guns. I just like that kind of stuff. It doesn't mean I want to go out and shoot nobody or nothing. And it doesn't make you a bad person to carry a firearm. There's no shame in it. You could open carry. I don't know about everywhere else, but in Kentucky you can open carry, and you've always been able to open carry. A lot of people don't even know that. A lot of people didn't know that 20 years ago. It's just amazing how our society is just, I guess, dumbed down, for lack of better words. Don't have a clue what's going on, don't know the laws or nothing, Yeah, you can open carry. And when concealed carry become a thing, when these concealed carry permits become an issue, a lot of people started realizing that you could open carry, but before that, they didn't even know. So anyway, but that also goes into the parts being a responsible gun owner. You got to know all your laws, all your local laws, state laws, federal law. You got to know everything. There's nothing you can't know. You have to master every aspect of what you can and can't do, where you can and can't carry. That's on you. I can't tell you. Nobody else can tell you. Nobody can tell you what type of pistol to carry. Nobody can tell you what works. Nobody can tell you these shotgun shells I just showed you, for the simple reason that they're cheap and you can still get them. That don't mean that you'll like them. You may not like those. You may want to go and get some better shotgun shells. You may want high brass. Those are low brass, and like I said, I think they're great for home defense, shooting clay pigeons. Maybe something else, maybe a little hunting, but I wouldn't recommend them for hunting much. But that, you still have to do your own thing. Nobody can tell you. Nobody can tell you what pistol fits your hand. If I like a Taurus G3C, which I do a lot, That doesn't mean you're going to like it. It may not fit your hand like it does mine. You may go to the range and put 100 rounds through it and say, God, this thing doesn't feel right. It pinches my thumb. Or say, I mean, just anything. I don't know. You have to decide all that stuff yourself. Your budget plays a big part of it too. And I'm just trying to go over some random things. I've been under 20 minutes. I intended on doing a 10-minute video. I hope you guys got something out of this. I hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy this Friday coming up, April Fool's Day. Give your coworkers hell. That's always fun. Mine's been on me over my gray hair today. They're talking about taking up a donation. Buying me some hair dye or hair color, whatever that stuff's called. I don't know what it is. I don't plan on using it. I burned all these gray hairs. They're the reason it's gray. But yeah, we got these NCAA tournament games coming up Saturday. Will be some great games, I think. 2 great games. I don't know what NASCAR is into this weekend. Don't follow these sports like I used to. I used to be a huge NASCAR fan. They turned me off recently with some of the stuff they bowed down to. Tried to bring race in NASCAR. That's just nonsense. I went to NASCAR races my whole life. And I mean, races. There is no racial problems in the NASCAR world. I mean, yeah, there's always an individual, but we laugh at those people. Been laughing at them since the 70s, I guess. But that wasn't good enough. They've got all this stuff started back up. It's amazing what they've done to our society. It makes me sick, but I can't do nothing about it. We're going to be better than that, though. We're going to be better. We're going to do things right. But I hope you guys have a great weekend, like I said. If you get anything out of this, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to keep bringing videos to the channel. Probably going to be a little better than this one. I've had a pretty rough 2 work days. A little run down. I've been wanting to get them ammo prices. That deal on that ammo to you guys is something you can be watching for. And I also want to touch before I go. Right now, you can buy this ammo. At one time, you could buy this ammo at Walmart cheap. And at the time I was buying this, it did cross my mind this wasn't going to last forever. And I bought a lot, but I've only got about 3 boxes left. Well, no, I don't have that much left. These are not full. Point I'm trying to make is, it's my belief if you like to shoot things, you ought to be getting ammo right now while you can. Because just like today, we can't go to Walmart and take advantage of their mass buying power to sell these things cheaper. I'm afraid we're going to see the day very soon that you can't go to Walmart and buy those 12 gauge rounds I just showed you. So, and that time will be here before you realize it. Then we'll be looking back and say, God, I wish I'd bought that ammo while I could get it. I wish I'd went and bought cases of it. So that's I want to hopefully get that across your thought process. Get it while you can. Get dry boxes, store it, and you'll be fine. Guys, have a great weekend. And I'll be back before the weekend's over. I'm pretty sure. Take care.